where it's supposed to be all the time.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Mullins is checked in, and it's Glenn Rice Jr. in for Johnson. That's good.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Drive by.
Oh, get it! Oh, watch out now.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw one.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
Stolen by Miles. Now, here is George. Against Miami, he was really on his game. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy,
Nice shooting.
it's really been
He's making substitutions here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, inside, Gibson and Noah. Adams is out there with Keith, and it's Butler in at the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, guys. Easy breezy. In their last game against the Nuggets, played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 24 points and was really a dynamic force, finding teammates and playing tough D on the other end. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. And his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Indiana leading. Now Sanders. Right now averaging 11 points a game. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Herrera's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Johnson sets the screen for Sanders. Anthony nowhere around. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The pass to Adams. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Shoots the three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Sanders passes to Carmelo. Hibbert with a screen on Gibson. Anthony kicks to Hibbert. 6 to shoot. The three from Johnson. No luck. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game plan in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll.
And exploit them they did, Steve. They were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game.
And Adams kicks to Rose. Herrera passes to Adams. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Number 1, the Pacers. 4th, the Bulls.
Kevin, we'll find out which of these squads is at the end of the year. But right now, they're both consistently good. I mean, both teams seem to have settled down, and they're taking their time at the line, and it's paying dividends.
Here's Anthony and Noah with the block. And they get it back, and they're able to recover.
Anthony's been putting up the numbers. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 three-pointer on the day as well.
Yeah, a lot of times he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there. Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And Rose drops them both. Pacers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Sanders dishes to Anthony. Pass to Hibbert. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 to shoot. Adams against Sanders. And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That's foul number 2 for him. Sanders against Rose. In Sanders, here we go. He dishes it to Hibbert, into Johnson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got his second basket of the game.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Gibson with the screen on Johnson. Here's Adams. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And I think, Kevin, you know, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Rose goes in. He sinks the 11-footer. Rose has got 11.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
And Sanders kicks to Miles. And it's Anthony at the elbow. Shot from free throw range. No good.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Here's Noah. And it's Chicago scoring again. Pacers trail by 4. Sanders passes to Miles. And it's Anthony at the elbow. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Left side, Adams. Kicks to Rose. Right at the free throw line, it's Chicago with another bucket.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Here is Sanders. There's the feed to Carmelo. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hibbert. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 6 points for Roy Hibbert.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Adams against Johnson. Rose dishes to Adams. To the right side. From past the arc. And it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
And Sanders kicks to Anthony. Hibbert trying to free himself up. And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Anthony. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Taking a look back for the last month, Kevin, let's see how Indiana stacked up. First in free throw shooting. First in opponent shooting percentage. And they're number 2 in slowing down opposing teams' offenses. Opponent scoring ranked 2nd in the league.
And anytime you lead the league in free throw shooting, as you talked about, Clark, I mean, you can put a lot of pressure on the defense. And that's why this team has made a concerted effort to attack the rim and get to the line as often as possible.
And there's the call on Easy Breezy. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Richardson, he's checked in for Chicago. Back to Sanders. To the inside. Here's Mullins. Rebounded by McDermott. The Bulls leading by 3. Adams outside. They double him with George, and a wide open look for Sanders. Another miss by Sanders. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. It's stolen by Adams. 2 minutes. Pull-up jumper, and he gets it to go. Adams has got 20.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
And Sanders kicks to George. Rice passes to Thompson. Sinks the 15-footer. Thompson's got his second bucket. Chicago's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Adams kicks to McDermott. The jump hook, and he gets the bucket. Pacers trail by 5. And George, here we go.
Well, we'll just take a look at what George has done tonight. He has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
And George drops them both.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
The Bulls leading by 3. Out to the right wing. Richardson the pass to Keith. Off target from outside.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And Thompson kicks to Rice. Pass to George. Shoots from 14, and the shot is good. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Here is Keith. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. From 11 feet away, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Shot clock is off. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
That's what they should have in mind here.
Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 15.
Very clever.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Bulls out front. They lead by a bucket. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
You know, Carmelo, after this first half of play, what do you believe the team needs to focus on from here on out?
Well, just communication and trusting one another. When somebody get beat, the next guy got his back, and we're just trying to get up and down, get going somewhere somehow. For the most part, we did pretty good. A couple of adjustments on the defensive end. Make some shots, and we'll be fine.
Melo, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the...
All right, fellas. Still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. The main thing is that we had a very good half in terms of shot selection. We haven't forced anything. We've taken what the defense has given us, and it's led to a terrific shooting percentage. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basket.
Now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Complete domination. What a game for Easy Breezy. He has 20 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, looks like he's in for a big night.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Johnson. Roy Hibbert is out there with Anthony. Then there's Sanders. And it's George in at the 3 slot. Noah with a screen on Johnson. Adams with it. Picked up by Hibbert. Back to Adams. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.